Hello everyone and welcome to RNG University. On tonight's episode, Esper Legends. So what with Thunder and my Junction bringing all these crime cards, Esper Legends never gotten better. So now we have, in the early game, instead of Skrell, which is really just a off-tempo play to hopefully get more tempo, now we got Tinybones joins up and Tinybone himself. Both of these are awesome tempo play that either makes it so that every time we drop a legendary creature, our opponent loses 1 life, or Tinybone himself, where we can actually play cards from our opponent's graveyard. That's insane, and these are all just 1-drops. And in the 2-drop, we now have Duelist of Mind to help us keep drawing cards every turn when we commit crime. Not only that, every time we do commit a crime, or every time we draw a card, actually, he gets higher and higher, right, in power. So every time we draw cards, he gets crazy, and he synergizes really well with Raffine, because every time we use the Connive trigger, that also pumps the Duelist of the Mind. He's also Vigilance, so both an attacker and a blocker. We also got the Vadmir New Blood, which is a little bit of a lifelink menace when we commit enough crimes. And then, of course, Kaervek, the Punisher, whenever we commit a crime, exile a black card from our graveyard, we can play it. We can replay our Go for the Throws and really kill our opponent. So here's the whole deck list. It's a lot more black slanted now. In the 1-drop, we got 4 Tinybones joined up, 4 Tinybone to pickpocket. In the 2-drop, we got 4 Duelists of Mind. Very standard sort of Esper Legends shell that everyone's running. Even though these aren't legendary, still very good. Then we have 4 Deep Cavern Bat. Again, not legendary, but get into our opponent's hands. That's great. And we have 2 Go for the Throw, 2 Long Goodbye instead of 4 Go for the Throw for our crime. I don't want to have 4 Go for the Throw because I want to be able to target artifact creatures. I see a lot more, especially with things like the schooner, right? That's an artifact creature. I also want to have 2 Vladimir New Blood and 2 Dennick. What you see a lot of games today is Dennick is actually good but not great in this deck. It does give us lifelink, that's okay, but what's bad about it is that it turns off targeting graveyards, and we want to target graveyards with Tinybone, with Lore Skitters, with Kaervek. All of these are crime if we can attack, we can target the graveyard, which, you know, if we're not able to do that, we can't turn on the crimes. So Dennick, just 2 off, very good against mono red or aggro, not very good when we want to make crime happen. Alright, so then in the 3-drop, we got 3 Lore Skitters, just a crime on a stick. Every turn we exile a card from our opponent's graveyard, that's a crime. And then 2 Kaervek, every time we commit a crime, we get to target or exile a black card from our graveyard, and then we get to cast it. So that's insanely good. It's just black, not mono black, so we can recast Raffine, we can cast all of these targeted removals, we can cast Bat again, that's great. And then we have 4 Raffine, of course, for Esper Legends. You definitely have to have a Raffine in the deck to get all those conniving triggers and overwhelm your opponent. And then we have 1 Alcazaz, the Deepest Betrayal. Just in case we're flooded, we can use this for mana use this mana to play it and then attack our opponent with a 4/4 lifelinker. Also very good. Every time he attacks, our opponent has to discard a card, right? So that's something. Alright, so, and then the land base, right? We have 26 lands. It's pretty aggressive land shell because we have Eiganjo, Otawara, Takenuma. These are all going to be very good channel abilities because we're full of legendary creatures. We have 1 plain, 1 swamp. No islands because I couldn't fit it in. 3 Restless Anchorage, also because I have all these new fast lands I can introduce. Alright, so we have 2 Seachrome Coast, 4 Concealed Courtyard, and 4 Darkslick Shores. Very important to have these fast lands because we have a lot of black spells we want to play. And so black, white, black, blue are all fast lands. 2 just fast Seachrome Coast with blue, white, because we don't have that many we want to cast that early for blue, white. And then we have 2 Cave of Coilos, 2 Cave of Coilos for the ping lands, 2 Underground River for the ping lands, and of course 4 Plaza of Heroes because we have 4 legendary creatures, right? So that's the whole deck list. I think it's a very good Esper Legends deck, although it's not really as strong into the Legends as it is just Esper Raffine with crime. Alright, that's the whole deck list. Now let's go into the games. Okay. We're gonna be Frozen Mine. Alright, we got tap lands, slow lands. Can't really join up that quickly, but we'll say hi. Will Tinybone joins up. You don't have to shut off the anchorage that soon. Any number of target players. This always feels weird. So I can target myself, which occasionally might be a play I want to do. And then whenever a legendary creature enters the battlefield, any number of target player mills a card and loses 1 life. Alright, well we already rolled. There are decisions to be made. Here we go. Skeleton tribal. No tiny home on their side. So they use Vladimir. 1 black mana with bats. Vladimir is better because we get to commit crime. And I'm gonna die. Let's hope we don't have a cut down, which, I mean, they're black mana, so this kind of seem like they have a cut down. Of course, if we play bat, which is like so they're bats. Where are they gonna play? Alright, consider our truth extracted. Take their shieldred. But we'll take the go for the throw, right? We have a go for the throw. I know they're both going to come in and play untapped, or they're both going to be tapped this way, and I can play Darkslick Shores this turn untapped, but I really can't use it. She's an artifact creature. I don't have one. Good luck. They exile. Oh, a little creature over there. So they're going to play Shieldred, and then I'm still gonna play Dennick. That way I can temple. So if they play Shieldred, that's their whole turn. If they don't play Shieldred, I don't need to hold it. Skeleton warrior. Can't block. If you control no, suspect the skeleton, which I mean, you can also play the Otawara, right? I can just, well, first I'm gonna attack with. So Kaervek allows me to target a black card from my graveyard whenever I commit a crime. So this life is just kind of get around that very nice. We got a crime committer right here. There's so many things. Real good. Play Tinybones, which is funny. I'm just gonna take the life. Okay, so let's see what is copy it. You may cast a copy if you do lose 2 life. Can I cast it again? How does that work? I'll lose a life first. I think that's fine. I want to see what I can draw. I'm gonna use. Hold on a second. It's gonna be tricky, right? Black mana, blue mana, going for the throw, the Shieldred, which is a crime. But it's a crime. Oh, I can't target cards in my graveyard because my own Dennick. So I could have thought ahead, but alright. It's funny. I hope Dennick stops. Trash. Alright, that's a life link. Raffine's pretty good, right? I'm gonna draw 3, discard 3. And probably the Kaervek, I think I want to keep. So I can attack. No, I gotta attack with 2. I can attack with 1. That doesn't help. But if he's... No, I have to attack with 2, right? Let's attack with 2. I don't want the Dennick stopping my deck from doing stuff. So, all 3 discard 2. 6 to 4. Wow, get a pass. Oh, okay, so yeah, that discard is really annoying. So how does he want to block? He just takes a 4? Or does he block? blocks. Okay, we get rid of it. I can't play this Dennick. I want to commit a crime, but I can't. Right? So that's the hard part. That's really a number that I forgot happens. So how can I target his creatures? Anything I can target? No, this attack draws him a card. This attack also... Alright, it's suspected. No blocks. Alcatraz didn't want to attack. That's definitely wrong, I believe. We get our own Alcatraz. Doesn't target though, right? One Alcatraz doesn't target. This attack draws a card, discards a card, and gives him a bat as a land. Ooh, that feels bad. Will I discard my own Alcatraz? I really do want to commit a crime. There's nothing I can do to commit that crime. So we just play this. Okay, doesn't roll. Let's go for the attack. Tinybones. Deal combat damage to a player. You may discard a non-land permanent. If I discard this bat. It's just death touch, right? It's not as good. It definitely doesn't commit the crime the way I want it to. Does he want to block a 5/5? Okay, he doesn't block 5/5. Now, sure. Cool. That's one game on our belt. Okay, our next opponent, Raptor Redux. First, we got 2 lands. Can't play those 2 lands, but that's all we have. Then I'm gonna have to commit crime to get more cards. Gonna keep, but cautiously. Alright, what's gonna happen here? Our opponent does go first, doesn't he? I wish I could go first every game. Alright. Toss out a 4. Already don't like what's going on here. So what can we play here? Slaughter? Dennick? Dennick doesn't do much, right? Deep Cavern Bats? Does that do much? Then he'll just attack. Another creature you control with possible attack. It gets +1/+1. I don't want to be able to block that. So I guess Dennick it is. Well, he can always just use Sprout. Do I want to use the bat then? Or go for the throw in response to that? Then it would just attack without getting to it, right? So I'm going to use Dennick. If he wants to use the Sprout, that will not protect his slaughter anymore. Then I can kill it next turn. It's a lot of thinking. A lot of thinking for him to just throw it down. And we will see what happens, because I'm going to need some lands. No attacks. Death touch to do a little bit of something. Will they use Sprout? You probably have a counter spell, right? But I gotta do this. Not a counter spell. I mean, I'm doing that. That's those guys. And the spell. So, Tinybones have Death Touch, but you can just block with a Crawling Course, and I don't want that to happen. And I did draw a land I want to play. I get to play 2 cards, right? Maybe I'll play the Vladimir. and then I'll play the bats. Duelist of the Mind also... I do want to play the bat this turn, so maybe I draw a card smart. When this commits a crime, it gets Menace. Lifelink is not that useful in this deck, right? So I don't actually need the Vladimir. I'm just get a Duelist. I will climb it up. Of course. So that's March and Bloated Contaminator. I have a 0-3 next turn. I don't want to use that. A 1-1 Death Touch blocker, so no attack. Because I need a Dennick on blocking duty. And there's a lot of colors for Sprout to get through. That's a 1. Isn't it March? That's what happens. So this 1-1 becomes a 2-2 to Crawling Core. Screll's attacking. What? So yeah, it's a 2-2, and that's also a 2-2. Does he want to use the Scroll? You can't name all the colors. He has a March, but March is not going to help him. He's only going to phase out all the creatures. So, I'm going to choose black. I'm going to block like this. Do I want to block with Tinybones? Block with this. Okay. Nice play. Kind of opponent I was playing against, honestly. I am starting to get confused. Alright, so I want to drop this underground river. But what's more important is I want my Kaervek to not tap my whites. Right? I mean, the Plaza of Heroes white anyway, so I guess it doesn't matter. Alright, so this commits a crime. I don't think that matters. When I attack with this, I can target cards in the graveyard, but I cannot. I target non-land permanent card from the graveyard, but I can't because of Dennick again. I don't know why. The Dennick is just killing me. I'm not blocking this, so that's all happening. I want my Dennick to die, but my Dennick's not dying. Well, at least they can target their graveyard. Maybe don't try to phase something else. Not even proliferating. 4-4. What else do you want to do? Lower Skitters can't be activated because of Dennick. Unfortunately, I can attack with Dennick. Try to get that to die. That's actually kind of funny. Alright, well, let's do that. Probably won't block, right? I don't think it will block. My Eiganjo only costs 1 because of all the legendaries I have. That's fun. That's not legendary. This is legendary. This is legendary. That's legendary. 3 legends. So, do I want to kill the Bloated Contaminator or do I want my Dennick to die? I want my Dennick to die because all of my prime cards are graveyard targets. They're not mono white or mono red. I don't care about the graveyard as much. And this way, I don't have white mana anymore. Like that. Now I need this white mana. Give me the crime. So I get to draw a card, discard a card, and then I get to choose a black card. Go for the throw. I can't play it. I'm gonna go for the throw here because nothing gets as a spell. We'll take action. We'll discard the Courtyard. And ends up over, right? That's a oops. That's a oops. That's a big oops on my part. I didn't think that through. Play the card you draw, right? Don't even think about if that information matters. Now what? Now we throw our opponent. The Eiganjo is gonna help us to find. Whenever we okay, you didn't do it. Whenever we deal combat damage to a player, they cast a non-land permanent from their graveyard. None of these have reach either, so I don't think that matters. I could play your Skitters, just start exiling cards from his graveyard, which is correct. Creature, Fading Hope? I don't know. None of these cards are that useful, but permanent cards are what's scary, right? Let's take out the Fading Hope. Draw a card, discard a card. Oh, this is real good. I don't really get the Alcatraz here. One here, two here. No reach, right? No reach. Right. That Eiganjo. I mean, our opponent just really just plays whatever he wants. Draws a land. We're gonna name it black? Oh no, I can't target with black. Oh, this is also sorry that just happened to you. So 0. I will not draw a card. Okay. So now I can play Raffine and really get him. Exile. Contaminator. Now we get to draw a card, discard a card. I don't want to play anything. Action. Draw a card. Discard a card. Now we can attack with bats. 3. Tinybones? Tinybones is just death touch, right? It's 1/1 to attack. And everybody attack. Why not? Everyone. Get in here. How many is that? It's got 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. I want to keep Plaza. That's okay. I draw 7 cards. This is a 7/3. 4. That's 11 damage. GG. Dead. Alright, our next opponent is the Gustanapo. We go first. We got Tinybones and lots of cards that we want to play. So, I like this hand. We don't get this one up, but we at least can get a little bit. And if they play a blocker, we kill it. If they play a blocker, just pull up or kill a spell. Can't do anything with that, right? Then cast non-land permanent. We don't have any. We can cast our non-land permanent. Rats. You look at my hand. Your hand. You have. Oh, that's a lot of gumdrop poisoners, so you slowly get there, but let me slow you down a little bit. It costs 5. I remember the gumdrop poisoning thing costs 5. It takes a long time to get there. It's a lot when it gets there, but at least right now I can kind of stay with it. Wow. I mean, come on. You have one play. Just You've got that building. Alright, we can go for the throw of this, which is a... do we want to go for the throw of this? I guess we can go for the throw of this and then cast this, right? Just cast his spells. Why not? Okay, our opponent didn't want to play that. Stole his cards. My next opponent is ignore this name. I will not. Will go first. Tinybone, Duelist, Bat. That is awesome, man. So I don't think I want to play Tinybone right now because I don't know how much I can attack into him. So I'm gonna join up first. Player. Alright, mono red. Slotted a demonic ruckus. Plus one has trample. When it's put into a graveyard, draw a card. Ooh, that is insanely good. Now we're gonna duel this with the front. I could recap it back. He wants to set up, so I'm gonna one land. Really? Alright, let's see what I want to do here. Let's do a bit of plan. I'm gonna draw one here. Scar to the river. Alright, what do you have? You may discard a card or sacrifice a land if you do draw 2 cards. Slick show off, Godric. Enjoy having 3 lands eventually, I guess. Can I actually cast anything from the graveyard? The mana? Cast his Godric. Actually, oh yeah, man of any color, I can cast his Godric. If I target him somehow. I'm not sure how. What the heck? Thank you! That's a big Tinybone. Alright, I can definitely attack and play his Godric. He's gonna be so mad when you do that. Alright, first, finish time. I take an action, draw a card. I will discard Cable Cords. That is fine. Now attack the Godric. I got you. Target. There's that one. Now he wants to fall in. I guess he can. Play with fire. Exiles my bats. Now it's a 3/3. Wanna attack? Your Godric. Oh, it's Menace. Oh, okay. It's Menace and Trample, right? It's 3/3 Menace, Trample, Haste. Alright, so you exile your card. You wanna kill my Duelist? Of course not. Draw your card. Still not a land. I don't know why our opponent's sticking in this game, so... I'm gonna play your command. Action. Draw a card. Discard this probably. Now you play the command. Pay 1. Yeah, this is mono red now. Oh, he draws a land. Alright, he's got a card. He blocks his card. What a waste of my mana. Come on. Alright, let's just play a bat. It's a 2/2. It taps both of my black mana for some reason. Oh, fine, I got another one. Do I want to discard Tinybones? I already have one on board. Alright, so it's got Lightning Strike, which is scary. I want to take that out. All the other pumps I don't care about. Just pumps. So, take off the now he can't really stop the bat from doing the bad thing. I'm not even done targeting him. You may cast target non-land on. It's not exile. If it's exile, I'll exile it for sure. Now I have Eiganjo, long goodbye, and go for the throw. Oh my goodness. What am I gonna do? They're hasting. How will we rob this? Cool. We're gonna sack a land. Discard a card. Sack a land. Whoa. Gutsy move. Nice. That works. Mono red. I mean, different version of mono red, but mono red nevertheless. Get out. Welcome back, everyone. Now that you've seen these games, how did you feel about this Esper Raffine Legends deck? Because I love it. I think it's very strong. It's a high contender for one of the most aggressive tempo shells in this current meta. So I don't like mono red. I don't like Boros because those are very easy to answer. But with a deck like this, it's not as easy to answer because you slow trickle your threats. But those threats are huge, right? Duelist of the Mind. They have to get rid of it because it grows really big if you keep committing crime. Raffine, of course, a threat you have to get rid of. Lure Skitter, just crime on a stick. Kaervek, the Punisher, punishes you by him himself committing crime. So a lot of cards that your opponent have to answer. And you might think, that's a lot of lands for a deck that curve out at 3. Yes, but think about all the cards that we do curve out with, right? Duelist of the Mind makes us draw and discard, so it gets a lot of filtering. And then, whenever we commit crime with Kaervek, we want to be able to cast a spell from our graveyard. So every time we commit a crime, we actually want to cast another spell, so we want to kind of continue that. It's a 2 spell per turn kind of idea. And this also doesn't limit it. You can do that as many times as we want. We can use this, cast a go for the throw, exile another go for the throw, cast that, exile another, long goodbye, exile another card, right? You can keep going as long as every card you cast is a crime. And then Tinybone, we get to cast our opponent's cards. So I don't know how big our opponent's card is going to be, and these cards are going to help, these mana are going to help Tinybones to cast our opponent's cards, and they absolutely have to block Tinybones. But he's Death Touch, so they don't want to block it with like their Shield or something big, right? And that's what's insane about this deck. Imagine if I told you 2 sets ago that we're going to have an Esper Legends deck, and we're not going to even have Shieldra in the deck, even with Raffine. You're gonna think that's crazy. Look, no Shieldren. We curve out on 3. This 5 mana, you never actually really gonna see it, right? We curve out on 3. So yeah, that's an insane deck. Very good aggro tempo deck. That's all I got for you today. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you guys next time.